All right, peace. Let's talk some boxing today, man. We're gonna talk about Terrence Bud Crawford and how I think that the boxing league promoters and things of this nature, they trying to play my man B. Here it is. You got a guy right here. He is a highly decorated champion. He won he won titles in 3 different weight classes. He unified one of the divisions, moved up to 147, and trying to unify this division. Ever since he first came up to 147, he's been calling out the best fighters. He's been wanting to fight the best fighters. But because of promotional people, this is why he had to get away from Bob Arum, because not only a lot of promotional teams, they didn't want to mess with Bob Arum, but behind the scenes, and Bob Arum was paying him pretty good. We found out that Bob Arum was getting him some nice little money, guaranteed money. But on the surface, Bob Arum was, he was talking a lot of mess about him. You know what I'm saying? Talking about he's losing money because of him. And a couple of times, he didn't even allow certain fights to happen with Top Rank because of his personal feelings for the person that Crawford wanted to fight, and mainly that person was Manny Pacquiao. And he went on record in saying that he didn't want that fight to happen because of his personal feelings for Manny Pacquiao. And look, I'm a big time Manny Pacquiao fan. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching Manny Pacquiao since he was at 120, I think 126. You know what I mean? So I have a great deal of respect for Manny Pacquiao. I think he's an 8th or a 9th division world champion. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, this is business. And this is the same thing that's going on with PBC. This is the same thing that's going on with PBC. PBC is really blocking this fight, y'all. They really blocking this fight. They capping, trying to say, sign the contract. See, they want this man to sign a contract that really don't mean nothing. And they want to be the ones that collect all the money. And then they talking about, well, Errol Spence was doing all the heavy lifting. No, he wasn't. Everybody know when Errol Spence was fighting all those fighters, collecting those belts, we knew that he was gonna win those titles. The only person that I would say that he probably would have struggled with was Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of these people, we knew he was gonna win, and we had him to beat Sean Porter just as well. And this is what happened. He did not go through the 147-pound division fighting guys and having a hard time fighting these people when he was collecting those belts. No, he wasn't. But are we criticizing him for that? No, because Errol Spence is a very good fighter, and he has, he won those belts. But see, just like I said about Tank Davis told Kambosos, you can keep the belts. You know what I'm saying? I want to fight you. I don't even care about those belts. So today, even though Errol Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford, they want to unify the division, But really, the belts don't count. It's because it's about skills. And see, when we look on paper and we look at accolades, Terrence Bud Crawford has accomplished more in his career than Errol Spence ever done. Bud Crawford won the 135-pound title, right? When he was at lightweight, he moved up to welterweight, unified the division, and went up in weight. He won the title at 147 pounds. So, but a lot of people, they try to mess on his career, say he didn't fight nobody. He fought the champions that was champions at that time. Whether you disagree with the people or not, they were champions. He beat those people. So that's the end of discussion. But what's going on with the PBC situation is that they want to sign Bud Crawford just like Bob Arum did with Devin Haney, so that they can secure a situation where they can be able to like get a rematch and stuff like that. Now, here's the thing. Everybody was talking about Terrence Bud Crawford need to get away from Bob Arum. Now he's away from Bob Arum. Now you don't want to pay this man. This man has been the pound-for-pound best fighter in the past 4-5 years. He's been at the pound-for-pound list. Right? 6 defenses of his title at 147, all by knockout. Ain't nobody got out the ring. You could say he got wobbled by a Mean Machine. You can say whatever you want to say. You could say he was getting outboxed for a couple of seconds by what's his face, Kell Brook. It don't matter. All those people, you know what happened to him? They either got KO'd. I mean, all of them was all those losses by technical knockout. See? This is how good this guy is. So, they don't even want to give this man no money guaranteed, but they going to try to do the same. They going to try to do that for Errol Spence. This is how crooked boxing is. This man does everything right in boxing, and they don't even want to give him his just due as a fighter. The man is like 34 years old now. He's on the back end of his career, and he's still at the top of the food chain. Because why? It's because, man, he still got that fire that he had when he was in his 20s. So, when they talking about Bud Crawford don't want to sign the contract, that's not the case. The contract ain't been signed by none of these people because they still negotiating. Bud Crawford wanted to get his money that he just due, and they should pay him. See, if you can pay Canelo Alvarez $50 and $60 million, you can pay this man whatever he's looking for. And he's not even looking for that type of money because he already know you're not going to give it to him. But you can't get this man about 10, 15, or maybe 20 million. See, you can't get that to him. This is arguably the best fighter in that division. Terrence Bud Crawford is the best fighter at 147 pounds. And Errol Spence got all 3 of the belts. See, this man is the best. When you look at the pound for pound list, see, a lot of people try to say that the pound for pound list don't mean nothing. Yes, it do. When we look at the pound for pound list, who's at the top? It's Bud Crawford. He said the Bud Crawford, or they had my man Canelo Alvarez, but Canelo is not up there no more. Who's up there now? It's Bud Crawford. See, because the world understands greatness when they see it. So when they sit around here and see I was listening to Floyd, and Floyd talking about how he love and he support Terrence. No, he don't. See, no, he don't, because PBC understands they don't want Bud Crawford to get those belts. That's why they trying to maneuver to try to sign this guy. They don't want that man to get those belts, because if he get a hold to those belts, then who else on the PBC side that they can try to push to be their next star? They don't have nobody else other than Tank Davis. Yeah, you can push Tank Davis, but really, is Tank Davis really ready for that Showtime situation? Is he ready to really be the next big superstar on the PBC side? See, this is how valuable this situation is between these fighters. PBC can make this fight tomorrow, but because they arrogant and they greedy, they don't want to. They gonna stall it out. You know what I'm saying? And try to break this young man. See? But I'm going to tell you something. L. Spence better be ready. Even if he's ready, I see Terrence Bud Crawford knocking this guy out in the 10th round. So with that being said, peace.